The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
I mean, emotions running high. You saw Alec Price and the Miracle once hit the ring, while Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Ortiz were in it. And then Willow Nightingale.
Introducing first from the Bronx, New York, he is non-stop, the Bodega Boy, Jarett Diaz.
Just real quick, we saw Willow Nightingale waves and curls trying to get in there to break things up. What was the word she kept using to describe Wrestling Open?
I blocked it all out, quite frankly.
Yeah, that entire thing was a blur. Obviously, you check out the American Run replay.
I do remember not liking what she said, though.
It came off as a little bit condescending. I'm a little bit surprised. And somebody else that's a bit condescending, Jarett Diaz making his return to Wrestling Open after a number of months. And it's kind of curious when you see these competitors that have taken some time off and see if they're able to find a little bit of a new spark. Let's see who he's going to be going one-on-one with.
The Bodega Boy has arrived. Who will his opponent be? The beauty of Open is most of the time you don't know who is going to walk through that curtain, and that includes the competitors themselves. Well, how about this for a draw?
His opponent from the Prize City, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is the ESW Interstate Champion. He is the Southern Underground Pro Bone Storm Champion. He is the Limitless Wrestling World Champion, the Prize City OG, the Northeast Beast, the Prize, Alec Price.
And DC, you know me very well. I don't like to get involved in anything when it comes to the action or anything going on in the ring, but you and I both had to jump up and get involved at the end of American Rana. I had to drag, or at least push, Alec Price away to make sure that him and Eddie Kingston didn't try to kill each other.
Well, it was just a strange situation. Were they trying to show respect? Were they trying to steal the spotlight? I mean, you gotta realize Alec Price, not only is he the ace of Wrestling Open, he is the ace of Beyond Wrestling. The fact that he has so many titles around his shoulders and his waist. I mean, this guy is far and away the biggest and best independent wrestler of 2022. But, I mean, picking fights with Eddie Kingston, Ortiz, and Wheeler Yuta, already victorious over Ortiz. Could we see clashes in the future with Alec Price, Wheeler Yuta, and Eddie Kingston?
And Eddie Kingston didn't give any of the Wrestling Open talent, Price, and the Miracle ones an opportunity to go in there and at least say anything, because Kingston pushed Alec Price right away and started things hot. That's why when Waves and Curls took to social media this week and said, hey, Wrestling Open didn't handle things the right way, I think he should have said that about Eddie Kingston.
Well, I mean, wow, big, huge surprise. Eddie Kingston's a hothead, right? Well, why instigate? I don't know. I see both sides of it. It was chaotic. It was uncomfortable. It was something that, you know, I wish didn't mar. I hope the people that watched American Run, I hope they didn't ruin the experience for you. But to the task at hand, Jarett Diaz making his return to Wrestling Open. Tall glass of water in front of him. He's got Alec Price, the Northeast Beast.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Throws Jarett Diaz over and showing off the dance moves. I think maybe he could join the Hispanic Mechanics and Clara Carreras and El Johnny Santos. Or not. As this crowd lavishing Jarett Diaz with the chant of garbage. Of course, if you've ever seen a movie about Boston, you know why they say it that way, even though Boston's about an hour away. But Alec Price joining us from the rough and tumble streets of East Boston, Massachusetts. So he has that thick Boston accent.
Very physical match with Ortiz on Sunday. Ortiz, Mr. American Rana, the only man, woman, anybody that was able to compete at all 8 editions of American Rana. So for Alec Price to come out victorious, you know that's just going to keep helping him build momentum. And he's not going to let somebody like Jarett Diaz try and slow it down. There was a separation off that headlock takeover, and Alec Price with a counter. When Diaz caught him with a headlock takeover his own, now a drop toe hold, the action almost too fast to call.
Alec Price not only is on a roll of a lifetime, but you can see that confidence flowing throughout his body. When we first saw him, all the way back at the Best of New England tournament for Beyond Wrestling years ago, he didn't have an ounce of the confidence that he has now.
2019 sounds like an alternate timeline. It feels like a different lifetime, but nevertheless, Alec Price, in less than 3 short years, has become the king of the Indies.
Off the second turnbuckle, spins around, and goes over. Looked like he was able to grapple his head with one leg to take him over on the head scissors.
It was enough to take Diaz down, but how much damage did Price do to himself? Favoring that lower back.
Charges in, Diaz out of the way. Up and over, lands on the apron. There is a big boot by the prize, Alec Price.
I think Price is going to be looking to follow him to the floor.
I think he absolutely is. He's calling for it, going to fly. Diaz out of the way, tries to sweep out the legs, and there's a super kick. Lands on his feet, does Alec Price. Unbelievable effort. But he caught him with a super kick to the back of the head. Did the Bodega Boy, Jarett Diaz.
A lot of risks, not much reward from Alec Price. And Diaz, despite favoring his neck, seems to be in the driver's seat in this one.
The most dangerous thing about this match is that Jarett Diaz has absolutely nothing to lose. Maybe more than anybody who's ever faced Alec Price before. He is coming in here cold, having not known that he was about to face Alec Price, and he could leave here beating the Northeast Beast. That would be massive.
Seen some big returns, some big debuts here tonight. Ben Rutten in action earlier. Joel, neither of those men victorious. Can Jarett Diaz snap that streak and pick up the biggest win of his career against Alec Price? Right now, with a strike like that, I would be all over Price. I would not be arguing with the crowd here at White Eagle in Worcester.
He is feeling good, is Jarett Diaz, after that strike, and maybe he is going to go for that crossroads that he is known for.
He's taking a lot of time, Paul.
Goes for it, no. Reversal by Alec Price, gonna try the Bloody Sunday. No, reversed. Price able to slip through, shoulders down. Out at 2. Tries a big home run shot, but instead Price hits one of his own. And there's another forearm from the prize. Diaz is rocked. Irish whip, reverse though, off the ropes. Defense by Price, turns it into offense with the Enziguri.
Both of these competitors a lot more evenly matched than I would have anticipated seeing this match on paper. Of course, you don't really get to see the matches on paper here at Wrestling Open. The majority of them, a surprise for the opponents as they come through the curtain.
And there is Alec Price with a big boot, and I think he's about to take out the trash. Here we go. He was able to hit it. A lot of times unable to hit that third, but hits that one.
What's he looking for here? He's got that leg hook.
Oh, right on his head. That was vicious. Out at 2 is Jarett Diaz on the Regalplex.
That's a new one as far as I'm concerned from the playbook of Alec Price, who was always
5 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 5 minutes remain.
I think it's a bit of a feather in the cap for Jarett Diaz the last 5 minutes. If he can make it the full 10, we're going to see a draw.
He is going to go for that surprise kick. If he hits it, the Bodega Boy is done. Oh, he caught him. He caught him with the cradle. Diaz almost gets him.
Desperation pin attempt, a desperation wild strike.
Has him up in the rack. Going to try to spin him around.
No.
Oh, he tried that stick up, but no, Diaz able to block it.
Boy, Diaz was close to getting his face caught on that metal post.
Going to that second rope. Hits a blockbuster.
That's a page out of Alec Price's playbook.
Absolutely. Follows it up. Hits the suplex. Telling Alec Price to get up as he is going for something else, but Price could be out.
I would have called Alec Price a buster at the White Eagle in Worcester, Massachusetts.
If anything is going to motivate him further, it is that. As he's going to try that crossroads one more time, but Price spinning back kick to the midsection. Hits the pedigree. Does Alec Price? And could it be?
Looking for that stick up once again.
Going to the Bodega for a stick up.
Diaz had a counter the first time. Oh, that time he almost lost his skull.
Crushes him. The prize wins it here in episode 34.
The time of the fall, 6 minutes, 34 seconds. Here is your winner, the prize, Alec Price.
Another win for Alec Price. The question is, can anyone stop the Northeast Beast?